Hi, everybody. It's Deanna with toolsofenergyprotection.com, your energy shift expert, where I teach empaths how to shield their energy, protect their energy, raise their vibration, and take their power back. I hope that you're able to join me here as I'm trying to get the camera going. And so if you get on the broadcast, I'd ask that you would send this invitation out to others to join us tonight. So we've got a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to answer questions about feelings of being unpredictable, the super flu, and how to dissolve being stuck. So, plus a little bit of a new reveal. So if you're joining us, thank you so much. Make sure you send out an invitation to other people on Facebook and tell them to come and join, because we got a lot to cover tonight. So welcome to February 6, 2018. And if you've joined me before or seen some of the past broadcasts, you know that my screen sometimes goes wiggy. Transmission kind of breaks up a little bit, and I've got us hardwired tonight, which goes out to a satellite, so I'm hoping that the energy won't be disturbed. I'd also like to welcome those of you that have joined from across the ocean. I've had some people actually overseas that have joined us in the middle of their night, so that's wonderful too. All right, well, let's hit it and get started. So I'm going to answer questions again about feelings about unpredictability, superflu, and dissolving being stuck. So if any of these are yours, I ask you to join the chat room and make comments as we go along, and I'll do the best I can to answer. So to get started, I'm going to go backwards. I do have a new reveal. This is so super exciting. The bookstore that I have been at, called For Heaven's Sakes Books, down in Denver, for those of you that have come by, has made an exciting new shift in their lives, and they've opened up a second location and invited me to be there. So I will be there on Wednesday. So Thursday will be at the old location, and Wednesday will be at the brand new location, which is in Lakewood at 1923 North Wadsworth Boulevard. And super, super excited to be there. It'll be the normal hours, 11 to 5. And if you'd like to come and join us, the phone number, you can dial the old phone number and still they'll pass you over. But if you want to dial the new phone number, it's 303-953-8760. So that's going to be super exciting. And tomorrow's the first day, and I already have people lined up. So if you haven't grabbed your spot, there's still a couple available. You might want to give the store a call. Also, it's Valentine's Day, which is Heart Month, and one of my single friends said it's National Remind Me That I'm Single Day. And I thought that was kind of funny, but I felt that. But also, I'm going to be offering these. I'll update the web page tomorrow if you want to buy. These are session gift cards. They're really pretty. I had them designed nicely, and they come with a matching envelope. And I will address them to your loved one and get them out before Valentine's Day. So make sure you order those soon. I'm going to do hours and half hours, and then there's an extended session as well. So let's get to it. What's happening right now? The energy shifts are supporting our change right now for something I'm having a hard time putting a word on, which could kind of be like karma, but yet not karma. And so you may be feeling really emotionally unpredictable. It's like 1 minute you're just fine, and then something hits that hair trigger and you are not fine anymore. And so what's happening is the energies are shifting right now to support us in really looking in our dark side, in our dark closet, or our shadow self, as some people like to call it. So if we look at the phase of the moon, where part of the energy, we're ruled by the moon energy and the sun energy are the two major pillars. And right now we are sitting on just almost the third quarter moon. So it's just getting past that full moon, so it feels like things are kind of dragging a little bit. We might feel very confused right now, and we also might feel emotionally stuck. And so the reason that you're emotionally stuck is because there are things from your past that you haven't resolved yet. And there is a chain holding you to that past, and that's why you can't move forward. It's very simple, but yet also very challenging. So please ask God, Spirit, or Source to open up the doors of understanding and to really see what's happening in your life. Why do I feel stuck? And for people that have been working on themselves for years and we're really ascended, we cut open that proverbial onion and we peeled all these layers and we thought, I'm all good. Not. Even me. So I've known for a while there's some things that haven't been right for me, because when things are right, they're flowing. And for me, the business is building and I'm reaching more people and I'm loving more people and helping more people. But when that hits a threshold, I know there's something not quite right. And so I've been working on myself. And in that, when these energies really pushed us up and went boom, I wasn't expecting it. Usually I find things kind of slowly and unravel them. But there's something that I don't have a word for that's called karmic energy, and karmic energy is also happening. And so for me, I was thinking, okay, well, they say karma is a BH, but does that mean this life, or does that mean some other time, or something you did to somebody else is coming back in spades? I don't know. But that's something to look at and to ask for forgiveness, not only in your heart for yourself, but for the other person as well. And if it extends back into the generations, that as well. So if you are feeling very stuck and you're not sure what's bugging you or where that itch even is to know to scratch it, be sure to jump on over to the website, toolsofenergyprotection.com, click on appointments and set a time up for yourself so we can dig in a little deeper. Then I want to also talk to you about the super flu. Okay. I do have an inner circle that meets on Tuesday nights where we go really far behind the energies and we discuss things that I don't discuss here anywhere else on Facebook or on my YouTube channel or anything else, because they're really some very deep energies. The way I like to describe it, I can't remember exactly the movie The Matrix, but the guy is waking up and the guy offers him 2 different pills. I think the red pill, you stay the way things are, in the blue pill or the green pill, you see how far the rabbit hole goes. But whatever color the pills were, if you're desiring to know what's going on more than the surface, more than what the energies are that I talk about here on these broadcasts, then come and join us on the inner circle, because we go further behind the scenes, what's happening. We dig really deep and we talk about some really challenging topics and things that other people don't otherwise really talk about. And so it brings more understanding to those that are really seeking the knowledge. And then also we do an energy clearing for everybody in the group, so it kind of uplifts them every single week. But the superflu. So in my world, everything is a hologram. As you watch me on the computer tonight, it's pixels of zeros and ones mostly, and it's called binary code. And then from binary code, they developed something called hexadecimal code, which built on top of that. So hexadecimal allows from 0 to 9 and a few letters other than just zeros and ones. And so past that are some other things that exist. So if you imagine everything on this computer screen where you're watching me, this color of my hair, the fact that I have hair, has a code. And it could be zeros and ones, could be hexadecimal. I don't know. I don't get into Java or whatever is beyond that. I have no clue. So if you're into that techno stuff, please don't laugh too hard. But what I do know is in the math. The math is in the science of the zeros and ones and the programming. And there's also something called a Fibonacci sequence. And so what I found is one of my clients came to see me last Thursday at the bookstore, and her entire family had the flu. And she asked me to look at that. So what I did was I connected in and asked Spirit, what was the coding for the flu? Because on a computer, if you have a certain program that's running, there's a code behind it. And when I looked at that code, I was very shocked. And the code was not only binary, and it was not only hexadecimal, but it had this Fibonacci on top of it. So what does that mean? It means that whoever or whomever created this flu, it wasn't nature. That's what it means. Can I prove it? No. But what happened was, as soon as we found the code for each person in her family and asked for it to be uninstalled and ran a healing program, those people reported back to me that they saw healing within 24 hours. Can I promise that to everybody? No, but it's a good indicator. I ran it for myself and some family members, and I still managed to contract it. But instead of this off again, on again thing and weakness for prolonged weeks, I was done with it in about 24 hours. So it is quite amazing how that works. If anybody's interested, I am so happy to share that with them during a session and see what we can find and heal for you. It's something I haven't readily advertised in the past, but you know, it's time to let people know what's happening and what I'm doing. So that's it. Any questions? Over here in the chat, if you have any questions, please bring them on. Okay, super quiet in the chat room. Probably processing what I just said. So we'll go back and recap then for those of you that are just joining. Unpredictability is one of the energies right now that's really, really going on. There is a challenge within ourselves to keep repeating old patterns and to move forward. And if you can't do that, you often feel stuck between the two, which causes anger and fear and anxiety and frustration. So really look for what's frustrating you in your life and get down to the core root of it and find out what's happening so that you can recover, move forward, diffuse, dissolve, build, whatever you want to put on it. Okay, still no questions. Okay. So that's what's going on. That's why there's this huge, push between the two, and you're feeling kind of stuck. And so, choose the light. Choose to ask Spirit to help you. You might have a weird dream. You might wake up the next day having an aha moment. Again, that's no problem. I can help you with that if you would like. And that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of short and sweet. I usually stay on a little bit longer, but I thank you so much for joining me. I couldn't do these without you. I'm going to continue to do these every Tuesday night when I have the energy shifts. I meet with my group privately, which you're welcome to join by going to toolsofenergyprotection.com and, click on Inner Circle. And then I've got the new location in Denver, so if you happen to be by, come and stop in and at least say hello. There's many new books. It's really super exciting. This is more of a bookstore, whereas our old location, or the other still location in Denver, has crystals and singing bowls and books and all kinds of wonderful things to help you move forward in your spirituality. And then this month, February, I'm going to be selling gift certificates. So if you want to send something to the person that you love that's a little different, then let me know. And like I said, tomorrow I'll put these up on the website so that you can partake in that. Okay. Okay, still no questions. All right, so I'm going to go and put this up on my blog and finish up there and share some more information. But each and every one of you, please take deep breaths and remember that change takes a little bit at a time. It takes a little energy clearing. It takes a little logical work. It takes some effort and some thinking. If you need to, write a sticky note to yourself and put it on your window, reminding you what to do in case that you have a problem. Always leave yourself a way out. Always leave yourself a way to support and love yourself, because it's tough right now. It's just tough. And working on ourselves is easier than it's ever been, so that's why we're probably working on things that are tougher than it's ever been. I will share with you, I did have one other individual that I was texting with the other night, and I will share a little bit of that conversation with you before I go, because I thought it was rather interesting the way that they said it. But I was talking about belief systems and the old wounds that we have that created them. And there's an old adage that we like to seek pleasure and avoid pain, and that's usually what moves us across the playing board of life. And whereas we should, the comment was, avoiding pain is much more powerful than seeking pleasure, but that seems kind of counterintuitive, and it really does, because if we work on these things that cause us pain and forgive and release, then they're not there anymore to block us going forward in what we love. And that's where the hardcore work comes in. That's where working on the shadow self comes in. It's one of my very lovely friends, Angie, has been reminding me lately to keep digging, keep working, and releasing and loving self. And that's the biggest thing, is once you release, you love yourself more and you can release more. Okay, and I don't see any questions, so that's it. So it's just really short tonight, just a brief 15 minutes. I thank you all for joining me. Big hugs, big kisses. Breathe in life and know that this is one of the greatest times on our planet to live. And come and join me soon at the bookstore or on YouTube. I'm starting to post on Instagram more. And I'm also posting more about narcissism. So I'm developing a little project about narcissism, because it seems like a lot of us that are empathic attract narcissists. We're like magnets to each other. And so there's a way for us to move away from narcissistic behavior. So I'm putting up some posts that people could recognize it and move forward and release yourself if you can from those relationships. So that's what's coming up. Hope to have that reveal and completed soon, so I can offer sessions in that area. So have a great and wonderful night, and I shall see you soon.